Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm going to be doing a reading for Earth signs today, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn in all placements. And it's general, so take what resonates. And if it really doesn't, feel free to check out any of my other videos. They are all placements and also timeless. And Jojo made it. Good morning. Also, Rest Mojo. Thanks so much for being here. And thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I am truly so grateful. Yeah, so I am going to start with the wisdom of the oracle and get the baseline of the story and then clarify with a bunch of different decks. And Jamie Leanne made it too. Good morning. Hey, hey. All right, so what's going on for earth signs right now? We've got mending. Is that 52? Mending. Nice. TikTok in reverse. 30. And Treasure Island. Number 9. Ooh. Oh, I said reverse. Protection. The creator of this deck, she uses the word protection rather than reverse. Okay. So you could be thinking about wanting to reconcile with someone or repair a relationship. Uh, and there could be, or you could be in the process of doing this. Maybe you've already reached out to someone and you're trying to just go over things where there were disappointments, miscommunication, um, maybe kind of hurt, pain that anyone's feeling, and kind of, yeah, getting back on the same page. And with TikTok in protection, oh, my eyes are all my eyes got weird all of a sudden. That's all right. TikTok in reverse, this speaks to feeling the pressure of time, feeling there's not enough time. Uh Feeling, it's kind of like chomping at the bit, but not like it's like, it's things aren't working out the way you think they should, or in the amount of time you think they should. And so there's kind of a reminder here that everything happens in the time that it's supposed to happen. Just because we humans think that things should happen in a certain way at a certain time doesn't mean that's necessarily for our best or highest good. And so, whatever delay you may be experiencing, for example, maybe you reach out to someone and you say, "Hey, let's get together and talk." And they say, "I'm busy." And you may feel like, "No, we need to talk now." But it just simply isn't, it's not in the cards right now. Um, it's it's about understanding that, well, since they're not available to talk in this moment, maybe that could mean that if we did try to talk, that we wouldn't be able to get on the same page because we're not quite there yet. The whole thing with divine timing is, it's, the word was just there and then it left me. It's like everything needs to be, all the little things need to be cultivated in just the right way to bring things together to make them ideal for whatever it is. And if we're speaking about mending, it's like, maybe somebody has lessons to learn. Maybe there's, somebody needs to, they're in a mood and they need to work through something to get to a place where they're ready to be more open. Um, and so it's kind of it's this idea of releasing and surrendering to what is. It's not happening now, so it's not supposed to happen now. And and to know that it is going to happen, because look what this is what's coming. Treasure Island. Treasure Island is it's all the beautiful prosperous things that come out of that divine timing. This is why you have to wait. Maybe, it's something to do with, like, trying to work on a connection, and it's not coming together as quickly as you hoped. Maybe you're having more trouble getting on the same page than you originally anticipated or hoped. But the fact that that conversation has been started, um, means that it's going to lead to something that's really beautiful. We have all the hearts coming out of that treasure chest. Um, and it's all being carried on the back of this amazing turtle. The turtle represents longevity, wisdom from experience. It's whatever waiting you're having to do or you're going to have to do, it's oh, the word was almost there again. It went away. It's like, yeah, it's preparing you for something really amazing and beautiful, for all, because once you have this resolution, this heart opening, whatever is going to happen here, it's like a domino effect where it brings in so much more. The treasure is, it's the love, it's the prosperity, it's the health, it's the support. So it looks really good. Overall, it looks beautiful. So let me go to the Light Seers deck. Oh, and the sun is here. Good morning. Thanks for joining. All right. What do we got going on here? I'm not reading reversals. 10 of Swords. 9 of Cups. And the Queen of Cups. There's a closing out of a cycle here. There's an ending. There's a walking away. Maybe that's a part of what this mending is it's saying your piece and finally tying up some kind of loose end and letting it go with, no bad feelings. It feels really good, whatever this is. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a mending with someone else. I mean, this could be mending within yourself, where you finally come to a place where you're like, I need to get on the same page with myself and do what I know is right for me. Something maybe that you've been resisting for a while. But in finally taking that step, in finally walking away from whatever this is, it it brings you so much joy. It's like the release just brings you so much happiness and levity and lightness. And it reconnects you with yourself. There's healing here. It's a reconnecting to your intuition. Maybe you're taking on a meditation practice, or you're just diving more deeply into something like that. It's being very emotionally balanced and feeling, it's like it's a heart opening. Again, we have all these hearts here coming out of the chest. And it's like there's e- coming back online, or in a more deeper way, an ability to love and nurture yourself and others. It's really, it's so beautiful. All right. Tarot of Mystical Moments. The Emperor, Aries energy. And by the way, I forgot to say also the Queen of Cups. That's um, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. I love this. It's, yeah, it's like you're you're stepping into a feeling of control in your life, having control in your life or over yourself, um, reclaiming your autonomy, or just simply claiming it. Maybe you haven't been able to do that. And there's this feeling of having arrived, of coming to a place where you are very balanced within yourself, and you're seeing it reflected in your life. And it's allowing you to begin this journey forward. I feel like this is, the divine timing I was speaking to, where you are coming into this energy, but it takes a minute to get there because of, you know, lessons, thoughts that need to change, habits, beliefs, whatever it is. And it's different for everybody. We're all on a different timeline, but there's a point of, like, that aha moment, that finally kind of sliding into home. And it's like, okay, let's move forward. This is you knowing what you need to do and being very deliberate about the steps that you take, as you move forward. You have some kind of, you maybe you have a choice to make, or you're deciding to do something. You've had an idea for a while. Maybe you're deciding to move or travel. You're thinking about, um, what else is out there in the world. And there's no hurry, there's no rush here, because, this feels like coming to that place where you really do fully, or not, maybe not fully, but understand much more that everything is happening the way it's supposed to. And you're allowing it, you're okay with it, because you've come to some kind of understanding here. The Emperor is very wise. I guess I could say too that there may be someone coming into your life who represents this Emperor, who's moving very slowly towards you as you are coming into your own and doing all this healing and connecting with, the energies. um there's somebody who's thinking about and taking very slow steps to move towards you, possibly literally. So let me go with the Tarot of Transcendence. Uh, whole thing just fell. I was thinking of scrapping it, but no, it's not terrible. Just a small little mess. Okay. Tarot of Transcendence. We have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Fire signs again. Again? I guess I didn't have fire signs to begin with. I had Aries. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Anyway. there could be some resistance from well, this could speak to whatever this mending is, where there's been some kind of conflict, some kind of drama, some kind of disagreements or arguing. And this feels like finally there's a lot of communication about this. Again, this speaks very much to this mending. It's like, all right, we need to lay everything out on the table. We need to get really honest with one another. Or if it's yourself, you're having this conversation with yourself. And it's being very clear about what you will and won't accept from both of you. And it allows for this transformation in this connection by finally opening up, by finally just being completely, like I said, completely honest. It brings in this transformation and this freedom and the ability to see things in a whole new way that you hadn't seen before. And this could go a couple of ways. One, it could kind of releases this energy within you where you're just like, okay, now I know. Now that this has all happened, I'm ready to move forward. I feel excited. The knights are always on a mission to go for what you want, to move in a new direction that feels really good, whether it's in this connection or it's moving away. I mean, we do have that 10 of swords. I feel like um you could be deciding like, okay, this is finally over. Now I can move in a direction that feels good to me. This can also speak to whoever you've been dealing with, like say it's a romantic connection. They were a player. There's somebody who they weren't consistent, um, showed up when they want, here for a good time, not a long time. Um, and there was a lot of contention around this. And you finally saying, she's pointing the sword right at him. She's like, "No, dude, no, lady, like I'm not putting up with this anymore." So you could be deciding to walk away from some connection that just fell flat or, left you feeling like you weren't being respected or honored, that it was all about them. So that's something too. Of course, take what resonates. You know your story best. So let me I'm going to go with my Mystic Mondays tarot. And we've got the Queen of Swords again. The Moon. That's Pisces, also Cancerian for me. And the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you are definitely embodying this Queen of Swords energy where you're like, you've been through it. and you're coming to a point where again, we have this choice. And it's so interesting because typically the moon it's something that um it's something that's distorted or it's unclear, can be illusions sometimes. It's anything that happens in the dark that you don't see clearly. Secrets, something like this. But in this one, there's a choice. There's two things. And I feel like it kind of reflects this Two of Wands, where you have some kind of choice to make, and it's not totally clear. But you've gotten really clear within yourself. You have stated what's most important to you. You've set those very clear boundaries, and you're presented with a choice. Maybe it's the kind of thing where, as you're mending this, you're trying to decide, do I stick with this connection or do I move in a new direction? With the 10 of Pentacles, your prime directive is to go in the direction that is most fulfilling and prosperous to you, like in all the ways, where you feel comfortable, you feel um uh the money's coming in, you've got your friends and family around you, you're feeling really, really just set in your life, creating a legacy. Like this is your goal, ultimate goal. And you're kind of having to use your intuition to look and see, which direction do I go that's going to bring me this, my ultimate wish fulfillment. And having the ability to set those boundaries, have that conversation or conversations, um, it's like it's nice because there's a balance between your head and your heart here, your thoughts and your emotions. And if someone's been keeping secrets from you, maybe you found out, or maybe you just intuitively kind of knew or will know, and you're like, okay, whatever you're holding back from me, whatever you're keeping from me, I need you to be very clear and lay everything out on the table. Going with my guardian tarot, my creepy tree friends. Five of Pentacles. High Priestess. So there's Cancerian, also Pisces. Actually, for me, the High Priestess is all the water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it's well, I would say most often it's read as Cancerian energy. And Page of Cups. You you could okay, so you setting these boundaries, you saying, let's be honest, let's lay everything on the table. No, I'm not putting up with any shenanigans. Whatever you are doing, whoever you're talking to, it's it could potentially be making them feel like left out in the cold. Like they're feeling some kind of loss because you are moving forward. You have, again, you've moved to the next level. There's an emotional um maturity within you. There's a growth, spiritual growth particularly. Um and someone feels left behind, and you're looking back, but they've only just started to grow, or their growth is stunted in some way. You're just so much more in your power, in your element, and you are moving on. Page of Cups. You're like, you could be apologizing. Maybe this person decides to apologize to you because they see that you you are so much more than they thought you were, or they just finally understand how who you actually are, how amazing you are. But there's this walking away, and it's like it looks like the hand is like, nope, I'm going this way. I'm heading to the future. Um, it could also be where you felt left out in the cold, but that helped you to step into your power, to have this spiritual growth or spiritual awakening. Regardless of what happened here, you're like, I'm moving on. I'm ready for a new beginning. And this is all driven by your emotions. Better just say a balance between your emotions and your logic, and being able to really tap in and tap into and trust your intuition. Oh, it's going so fast. Um, I want to finish. Not quite finished, but I want to go with some oracle cards. The Elemental Oracle, if I can grab it, is calling to me. Dark Matter, number 38. Look at all those butterflies. Look at all that. Butterflies always represent transformation to me, like significant transformation. Rain, and that's number 35. And Breath, 27. Pretty sure what's going on in this one is we're seeing a portal through this woman. It's a very confusing picture when I really started looking at it. Oh, is there something growing? I don't know. It's like you can kind of see the meadow behind her. Um, there's an opening. There's a, it's like it, wherever you've been, it may have felt very dark. Look, she's got the butterfly over her mouth. There's a transformation here in how you speak, in your ability to speak. Speak up for yourself, speak your truth, your ability to be honest. That portal is behind her, and the transformation happens in a way where it's like it's outside of yourself and then it's within yourself. It's like everything's been really dry and barren, desert like, and then this transformation brings the rain, brings new growth. There's all this light. We go from the dark to the light. And it's like you you discover the ability. See, how do I say this? Oh, Kitty's telling us. See if I can translate. Um, um, it's like you feel like you can breathe finally, like you've been holding your breath for so long, and now you're like, it's that big like release, that big sigh where you you feel you feel connected to the universe, to yourself in a way that, oh, interesting. Oh, it's a heart. Yes, look, it's a heart. And it's like you're connecting again. There's this emotional maturity, connecting to your emotions in this whole new way because something is opening within you through this transformation. It's really powerful. And interesting, 27 reduces to a 9. Treasure Island is a 9. This is where all the good good starts coming in because of finally opening the heart, finally releasing all this energy that was stuck and stagnant. And this is exactly why things are taking time longer than you hope or think they should, because transformation just happens when it's supposed to happen, happens when it happens. And so th- this reading is a reminder to you that you are on the right track. Absolutely. You are doing the things that you know is right. You're listening to your intuition, following those inner directives, slowly moving forward, setting those strong boundaries. And it's leading you to everything that you have wanted, everything you've been hoping for. Understanding that the only reason you didn't have what you wanted in the past is because you were standing in your own way. You didn't even realize, and now you do, but it's because of this heart opening. It's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to finish with a rune card. What rune card do we have? Oh, we have Kanaz. I love this. I love this so much because it's being on a journey, heading towards the light at the end of the tunnel. Kitty likes it too. She's like, yeah, you go on that journey. And like, you could have somebody here, maybe this is a part of the mending where you finally get on the same page, where you two are finally like, we're friends again, we're on the same page again, let's move in the same direction. We know we want to get out of the darkness and into the light, go through the portal. And they're going at a pretty decent pace. Her shirt is blowing out behind her, but they're talking. They're having a good time. They're like, we're not rushing, but we're not like taking our time either. So, Canals, let me find where it is. These pages are not numbered. So just have to kind of find. Okay, here we go. Oh, Knazi. Knazi. This card is most strongly associated with fire. Fire brings warmth and light, and in a literal sense, but it can also represent intellectual and spiritual illumination. This card indicates sudden insight, an outpouring of creativity, and those aha moments of awareness and clarity. That's right. If you are experiencing confusion or stagnation, this card may represent the promise of light at the end of the tunnel or signify that an amazing breakthrough has already occurred or is imminent in some area of your life. That's right. When the enlightenment comes, you must seize the moment. It is the optimum time to initiate new projects, creative pursuits, or relationships. This card also contains a warning, however. Fire is life and brings light into our lives, but it can also burn and destroy. Drawing this card could indicate that something needs definitively to end or be destroyed. I mean, I, yeah, this, this, it's amazing. Definitively end or be destroyed before there can be new beginning or a period of growth. And there is new beginning, period of growth. And the heart opening, it's like it's all leading to all the treasure that you have wanted and hoped for. It's finally coming in because of this amazing transformation that you're going through. So don't worry, it's working out. Just trust, have faith, keep doing the part that you can do, and it's good. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.